Here are the items you will require to achieve a quick and easy classic men's haircut right at home. You will need a comb, clippers, a pair of scissors, number 1 and number 3 guards to attach to the clippers, a duster brush, and a cape. Before I start cutting, I put a cape on my husband and an apron on myself to make the cleanup a little easier once the haircut is done. I start off by attaching the number 1 guard on the clipper, as I find that not having a guard cuts the hair way too short, but of course it depends on the look that you're going for. As you can see, I'm moving the clipper in an upward direction, and I stop just above where his temple is. This basically creates a guideline which tells me when to stop when I continue to go around his head in an upward motion to remove the hair. Only slight pressure is required, as the guard does the majority of the work for you. Don't worry if you've missed a few strands here and there. You can always go over it again, just to make sure it's even. Next, I take a comb and I place it vertically against his head to remove the excess hair that you see above the guideline. The comb basically acts as a guard so that I don't remove any hair that's on the top of his head. For me, this stage tends to take the longest because I want to make sure there's a nice transition above where the guideline is. Here I go over the same area again, but this time without a guard, to blend the transition and make sure there aren't any obvious lines around his head. One thing to note is I've actually been doing this for the last 4 years for my husband, which is a huge saving because he used to spend $15 per month at the barber. It was very nerve-wracking when I cut his hair for the very first time, but with all things, it gets easier with practice. Here I take the clippers without any guard to clean up the areas behind his ears, as well as the sides and back of his neck. Next, I attached a number 3 guard to trim the hair that's on the top of his head. And I work my way back and forth until I reach the desired length. The last step involves taking a pair of scissors and a comb to trim off any hairs that I may have missed while using the number 3 guard. I dust off all the loose hairs, and there we have it, a quick and easy classic men's haircut, which should be good for at least another 4 to 6 weeks.